Good morning, everyone. We are going to Omaha today. I am at the airport. I had to park so far away. We are meeting John in Omaha for Planes to Profit, a conference thing about reselling and thrifting and all that. But he's driving so that while thrifting, if he finds good stuff, he can actually buy it and not just give it to the other resellers or like tip off the other resellers about it. And also, I'm sure he's gonna do videos of the road trip and everything. However, I couldn't take that much time off work. So, actually, speaking of which, once I get past security, I've got to call into a work meeting. Jeez. There's a bunch of construction going on. I don't know where I'm going. There's some buffalo down there. What? Okay, so made it to the hotel. John is not here yet. He is still road tripping and thrifting and probably having the time of his life. Luckily, I was able to get here and get into the room. Put both our names on the reservation, so I was able to check in a little bit early too, which was nice. I don't remember what all I've said on this vlog already because there were a few shots that I did before coming down here. But between this video and John's video, or the shots that I did before like actually getting on the trip, I decided to delete because they were too rambly. I know. Who would have thought there are some things that I think are too rambly? Anyway, but I had some details about the trip in those clips, and I think that I've said most of them. But if I haven't, I'm going to repeat myself. Anyway, let's check out the room. So there's carpet, and this cool closet that's got closet things, a safe. Apparently those are really easy to break into if you ever, forget your combo. Then we got a bathroom, the very high toilet, and a low sink, and a huge sink. I recently learned that you shouldn't use these, but they smell good. But I understand why hotels use these instead of the tiny ones, because people take the tiny ones whether they use them or not. So this is more cost effective, but apparently sometimes people tamper with those. And I'm going to choose to forget that fact. I'm coming here, and we got a mirror. I'm wearing my Nina, Wisconsin t-shirt to remind people where my allegiances lie, not in Nebraska. This is not the first time I've been in Nebraska, but I think the first time as an adult. And the other times that I was here, it was like cross-country road trip with the fam when I was itty-bitty. Anyway, big old bed, some classic art, a microwave that, let's see, cool, another mirror. I want to make a joke about this chair and what it is called in places on the internet, but trying to keep this, PG rated. Anyway, and our view. Wow, look at that highway. That is a nice highway. And the top of that building, and a bunch of buildings over there. I do like that you can see really far, like we're not crowded in by any buildings. But, yeah, that highway. Kind of, it's not the most aesthetic thing in the world. Anyway, I've got some time to kill, before John gets here. He said that he'll probably get here, I don't know, around 7 or so. These are good pillows. Sorry, this is a terrible angle. I know, he's gonna get here much later. And he has the charger for my phone, so I can't really do much on my phone. That was one of the things I gave him. I was flying United, so I couldn't, have a carry-on even without paying extra. And so, since he was driving, I gave him my carry-on with a lot of stuff, and I should have brought a charger with me. I brought half of a charger. I don't have the little blocky thing. But I could either ask the front desk, or I could try and see if any of the USB plugins in this room work. Normally they don't, and also supposedly those things get hacked, and so it's dangerous. But I've got protection on my phone, so it might be okay. I don't know what I'll do. Anyway, and the, stuff downstairs, the, hangout area, bar, restaurant, whatever, doesn't open till 4. It's another hour. I don't know if I'll have a drink before dinner. That seems like a bad idea, especially since I'll be meeting a bunch of people who I haven't met before, that are John's people and want to make a good impression. But I don't know. I kind of want to take a nap, actually, now that I'm laying here. I was gonna say I was gonna read that book that was on the bed. The Unworthy. On the plane, I finished Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green. So I need to make an entry for that. I think one of the things that I cut out from the other videos that I filmed before coming here was that I'm trying to average 3 books a month. So on this trip, I needed to finish Everything is Tuberculosis and 1 more book. I started another audiobook on the plane that I will probably be able to finish. It's not super long. I think it's 6 hours, and I'm already half an hour into it or something. But it's not very interesting, so I'm also not super keen on finishing it, or keeping reading it. But also I've been trying to make a better effort at reading the books that I have physical copies of. And so I brought a few smaller books that are on my TBR that I have physical copies of. One of them being Unworthy. This is actually the thickest one that I brought. That's not super thick. But so I'm trying to read 3 books a month. So now, right now, I'm at 8 for the year. The other thing that I'm trying to do is trying to make a really conscious effort to diversify the books that I'm reading. So reading things that are from, that are translated and were originally published in other countries and other languages. And so far this year, I've read, I think, only 1 translated, maybe 2 translated. So this would be either the second or the third one. So I'm not doing a very good job. Most of the ones that I've read so far have been by white American dudes. I'm not tracking a whole lot of details about that author, just what their pronouns are and their race. And then where the book was first published, which isn't so much about the author. It's like one of the authors that I recently read, I forget, she, I think, was born in India, or at least was educated in India, but the book was first published in Great Britain. And that's the next most common country that I'm sure will be on my list will be the UK. I am just rambling now. This is a very long clip. I think I'm just bored and very tired. It's time for me to take a nap. I'll talk to you guys later. I watched a little bit of The Office and did not read. And I did my makeup, which I'm trying to practice doing because I don't really ever wear makeup, but I know that I need to wear some on the wedding day, and I don't want to wear a lot, so I don't want to pay someone to do it, and so I'm trying to practice doing it every now and then when I'm gonna go out somewhere. But I really don't want to go downstairs because I think people may try and talk to me, and I don't want to talk to people without John there. Stuck, because I want to be on vacation and be vacation Christiana who can just like hang out and not talk to strangers. But this is a work trip for John, so I'm not really on vacation. I am on an unpaid work trip. So it's difficult for me. I am procrastinating now. Hang on one sec. So, whenever last time I went to, I think it was Ulta, one of the makeup places, I got a bunch of these little testers. It was like I don't know, 7, 9 pack, something like that, of a bunch of different scents. John likes when I wear different perfumes, and last time I bought a perfume, he said it smelled too much like the perfume his mom wears, so I don't want to get a big one until like he smelled it on me after a while, and it can tell me if it reminds him of anything. But also, I thought that it was just a cool thing to have a bunch of these little ones. The company is Nest New York, and this scent is Black Tulip. I like it. We'll see if I'm allowed to wear it anymore. But yeah, it's just a tiny little mount, and it's a little roller instead of the spray, which is nice. And also, so I have I have one perfume scent that I've worn basically since high school. And so this way I can have a new one. But I also want to pick one that is going to be specific to that I'm going to wear the wedding and the honeymoon. And then like anniversaries or something. So this lets me try a bunch of them and find what one that's going to be. And honestly, like, this is going to be enough for that amount of time. But I forget what I was saying, or why I was going off on a tangent. But because like scent and memory get tied together a lot, I want to have one that is specific to my wedding day, that, you know, in the future when I wear it, it'll bring back hopefully happy memories. Hopefully things go fairly smoothly. We've been meeting with vendors and stuff, and we've got a bunch coming up. I tried to like put them all on one weekend. That will either be a very stressful weekend, or it'll be nice because we'll get a whole bunch of stuff done and out of the way, and it'll be great. We'll see. I just got another email from a DJ, so gotta figure out if I can squeeze him in that same weekend or if I need to find another time. Alright. That's it for me. Okay, I'm gonna go downstairs to the hotel bar and see if there's anybody down there and get a drink, because we're all going to someplace called the Mattress Factory for dinner, and you'll see that, I guess.
So a big reason why I've been staying in Omaha is I have rent control.
They're all going to the dinner. I'm waiting for John though. John is about 3 miles away. The hotel shuttle is taking everybody else to dinner. I successfully avoided meeting anyone. Is that success? For me, yes. Look, it's the buffalo we were looking at from upstairs. They have not moved. I hope they're okay. The real question is, am I going to regret not having a coat? I'm just wearing my t-shirt now instead of my draft jacket. And also, the hairbrush that I packed is in John's car, and so I'm about to, just a little ponytail bun, messy bun thing situation. People are gonna think it's rude that I didn't go up and talk to them, but I didn't know who they were. But once they see me at the restaurant, if anybody happened to notice me and was thinking that I might look familiar, it will be confirmed. And then they will think that I was rude for not sitting by them downstairs. I'm sure they're great. How's this for an icebreaker if somebody asks why I didn't sit by them? I said, oh, I'm just not a big fan of people. Is that endearing? Will people think that's funny? I think that's hilarious. But I also think that people will be sad that I prejudged them just by existing and being somebody who I don't know. But I did. So it would be very honest of me. 2 minutes ago, he was 350 feet away, according to Google Maps. But it looked like he was on the opposite side of the block. But still, where is he? Also, I don't really know what his truck looks like, but there have been a couple of trucks that have passed by that I was very certain were him. And I guess probably were not. I'm hungry. Oh, is that him? There is a truck. Oh, it's a Ram. I think he drives the Ram. Yeah, he's wearing a baseball hat. That's probably my guy. That's him. I'm so hungry. I lost him already. But I have his phone. I don't really have anything to do on there. Sometimes his Reddit is more interesting than my Reddit. Like, what shows up in his feed, his algorithm's just better. But also sometimes it's not, because it's like a lot of home improvement stuff that, I'm glad that one of us is interested in that. It's not really my topic. Found him.
Yeah.
Finally showed up.
It was a long drive.
And we're already 2 minutes late to dinner, and we're 3 minutes away.
We'll make it.
Not on time, but we'll make it.
We'll make it on time.
Got a time machine? Is this a TARDIS?
I just drive really fast. Our house was getting full. Yeah, it was really. We don't live in Lincoln at all. We don't ever go through.
I think there are 40. Christopher and Kristen.
Party bus.
Yeah.
Mike.
Nobody else is dancing. It's kind of embarrassing.
220. Okay, 220. 220.
230.
220.
245.
I'm in the front of the line. John has a bet going on with one of the other video people. And apparently we've got to find the most profitable item. That's not going to be me. He's filming, so I gotta beat me. I don't know. I've never been to a bin store before. It mostly seems like a lot of trash. It's partially done. Cute. Train. A lot of people are wearing gloves, and I kind of regret not wearing gloves. But around here, you pay per pound. So there's some cool books. You'd be paying more for those. I don't know. Okay, I bought one of the resale rabbit button-up shirts. Riverbend Resale, if anybody is watching this that likes reselling. They've got a channel, him and his wife, and it's pretty good. I've watched a few of their videos. It's kind of crazy in there. So I'm just gonna step outside. I don't know if you could hear me while I was in there. It was very loud. So John wasn't using a shopping cart, but you have to have a shopping cart to weigh your. Get anything good?
Couple things. I got a Goodwill shirt, so now I can just go in and take stuff.
You also have a Goodwill hat, and I think you have another Goodwill shirt.
Yeah, but that one's also too big. I still need to go back and swap it out with them.
So it was my first time in a bin store. I went to the bin store in Appleton for that one video I did where I went to a million Goodwills in one day and I just never went inside any of them. That was my first time being inside one.
Did you like it?
No.
Have a glow stick.
Every time I go visit them, I get stuff there. But that's better.
Can I have two? May I have two? Plenty. I took 3 without even.
You found something fun?
They were in the bins.
What are you doing inside it now?
It's making a ball, supposedly. I make a glowy glow stick ball. Maybe.
Throw it at someone.
Yeah.
Throw it at everyone. That's fine.
You want a glow stick?
Yeah, they're all like the 2 hours.
Supposed to be back in 5 minutes. We'll see if everybody's back on time.
Everybody, it's 20% off. So whatever you buy, usually if you buy one item here, you pay the price it is. If you buy more than one, we give you a discount. Well, today it's 20% across the board off whichever.
Ooh la la. Pineapple of the day. This one could have been good. It's hard to tell on eBay. Anywhere from 10 to 30 plus shipping. So I don't know. It's too much of a risk. TARDIS door, I guess. It seems to be part of the structure though, so I don't know if it's actually for sale. And even if it was for sale, probably not. Some really cool stuff in here though. There's this bell here and I want to ring it so bad, but alas. Oh look, a sewing kit. Only $4. That Roger's cooler brother. Roger Rabbit. I felt the need to clarify my joke because I do know some actual Rogers in real life, and that did not look anything like either of them. Just waiting for the bus to come pick us back up. Everybody's done shopping. Had a bunch of cool stuff in there, but I feel like it was a little bit less exciting than the bin store just because there's less stuff for potential resale. Most of it was pretty fairly priced. Now we're gonna go jazzercise. Or maybe to Forever Yesterday Thrift, I guess. Also that car.
We just sold some skates.
We did. Oh wow, it's much bigger than I had anticipated.
That's what she said. Sorry, I couldn't. So, if you guys watched the Georgia video, was there a Georgia video? I think so. We got a lot of yearbooks to bring back. Since John drove, I'll let him decide if he wants to do anything with that. So this was like a bunch of books. This place used to be a skating rink, like roller skating. And so, yeah, it's huge down here. This section of the store just kind of looks like my basement. Or, well, mine and John's basement. We have a lot of Christmas stuff. Should probably keep him away from the side of the store then. Christmas. I'm pretty sure we only have the bus until 5 and it's now 5:10, so we gotta unload super fast. A few people are gonna go and get the wheelie carts because the bus couldn't go all the way up to the hotel. And so we're just unloaded on the curb. I'm guarding our stuff, I guess, till John can go get the truck. Gotta get the other half of the bus still. There's also so many YouTubers here. I think everybody who came probably has a channel. The wind is complicating things a bit. Also, Omaha is just all one-way streets. I don't understand.
You're paying $5 for it?
Minus the 25% and $5 coupon. $179.99. I don't remember if that included shipping or not.
Nice. Is that mystery box thing? You're like,
Yes, sir.
Everybody's got their phones out, recording the outside. Good work, YouTubers. John's gonna attempt a eating challenge for the first time. It's gonna show up on everybody's videos because it's the most interesting thing that's happened this weekend so far. I got the curd sampler. Someone's not gonna help me.
I want them so bad, but I feel like I really shouldn't right now.
Got all of the food, except for this one. Are you getting nervous?
The suspense is killing me. get myself into.
Alright, give us 1 second and it's gonna be right over. You can hold that bad baby.
What did I get myself into?
Don't smile this time.
Won't be smiling in about 25 minutes. It's in there. So like that, I think is a cheese. Wow, this is serious.
Yeah, if I can get an extra plate, that would be fine. This is all gonna come down.
Ah.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
About 5 minutes in.
Finish the first one.
This is the burrito all over again.
At least this was good. The burrito I couldn't finish because it tasted terrible. It was all onions. All grilled onions. Grilled onions are awful.
What?
They said we can't just buy every mystery bag. And she says, why can't we? $1.50.
Picking out some potential Patreon postcards.
Yeah, this is
Lighthouse. 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 Chickens.
Somebody on Facebook installing one of these racks. They went $200 brand new.
Got some $100 mystery boxes. Some Disney. Barbie. A platypus. Perry the platypus.
Yeah, you buy his and you get all exclusive from this event. Nice. So, man, that stuff is quite right. Donna, what do you do? Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I've got all of these extra stickers that have the date for the event, so I don't know what to do with them. I've been putting them on light poles, and I left one in a box full of stickers for sale in a store. They just sold one on their dollar auction for $3.
It seems to be an auction site that is similar to Whatnot, but is different because of reasons.
This is what it's like behind the scene. Stickers back and forth.
What a good spot we picked.
I want one of these.
To somebody, that's probably worth like $20.
Donated all to Steve for his dollar auction.
We got the Christmas box, guys.
no, that's bad luck.
Yeah, we might just.
Oh, what is this though?
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
morning. I'm wearing my people are garbage resale rabbit. Okay, now that I'm no longer in the elevator and people are rudely interrupting me. Good morning. We're gonna go do estate sales. And we got a crew. So John got a bunch of stuff. I found a water sprinkler controller thing that was looking like it was going for maybe 100, 120. And then he had a whole bunch of other stuff, and they gave us really great deals.
Yeah, it was just kind of name your own price. So when that happens, if I need to throw out the number, I don't like throwing out the number. I want to hear their number, then I negotiate from that. So if I need to throw out the number, I'm just gonna lowball them. So I offered her $10 for everything, and she said yes. It's like $400 or $500 worth of stuff.
They had some cool stuff there. They had a lot of books, and they were in, not all of them, but a lot of them were in really great condition. It looked like they bought them 30 years ago or something and just never read them.
I'm shocked you didn't pick up a bunch of books.
Most of them were like middle grades, Babysitter's Club, or children's, and the adults. There were some engineering textbooks, which I thought were kind of fun, and then Tom Clancy novels. I'm not really a Tom Clancy girly, but there were some cool ones from my youth that were like Judy Blume and that sort of thing. Anyway, we're on to our next thrifting location, Goodwill, and I think the other people are ahead of us. And so they're gonna buy all of the graphing calculators.
We waited for them here, so they better wait for us there.
We'll see. We're at a Goodwill in Elkhorn,
I think so.
and we don't know if they went inside without us. They're pulling up now, so we went inside without them. Don't tell Riverbend Resale. Or does the other guy have that channel?
I don't know.
Don't tell them that we went inside the Goodwill before they got here. I think these are the new bits. So I found these for myself. And I know we talked about wanting to read things from like more diverse authors, and not all of these are diverse, but some of them came highly recommended, and I'm excited. Pineapple of the day. So there's a lot of cars at this sale. And it's raining. And we don't have very much time. And I'm hungry. So, just... I still have their holiday decor up. Bird. I want that. Another one.
While I was working.
So they didn't want us filming in there. But, oh my goodness. It was just... there's so much stuff. But it was also just a bunch of trash, like empty boxes. Boxes that the outside look like cool things that probably would do well. They're finding some stuff, but it was just too much for me. So I'm gonna sit in the car for a minute. We'll see. They should be done soon anyway. He made me drive back the whole way in his big old pickup truck and then complained the entire way about my driving and my parking. He's explaining it on his video. He's going back to that house tomorrow. It was a lot. But I don't know if he's going to be able to film while he's picking in there, because the guy still lives there, and so you're not supposed to film down there. So we'll see if he can make a video out of it, just showing you what he got.
Place to profit. It's year 2, and I hope everybody's had a good time so far. We kind of put this, finally settled on an idea. We realized how much each of us actually brought to the table in different areas, and it just kind of all clicked. So we built the place called thedollarauction.com.
I have a YouTube channel in this room, trying to get a sense of this. Raise your hand if you don't. So I'm not so sure about all these cameras.
Okay, so for, and Corey, you gonna give me a signal?
I'll wave you off if you get one.
Yeah, I have no concept of time. When I filmed my first video, I thought we went about like 10 minutes. It was 55.
How's everybody doing today?
Alright.
Who was here last year? That's awesome. Also, it's awesome how many of you were not here last year. How many were not here last year? That's cool to see. So last
And resale. I didn't on his tag. Don't look at his name tag. But we have John from Resale Rabbit.
This isn't the first event where they got my name wrong. So my name is John. I'm Resale Rabbit on YouTube. I own an auction company. We also do liquidation sales, eBay, Walmart. We sell pretty much anything and everything. I've been reselling since I was about this tall. When I was a kid, was pulling stuff out of people's garbage. On garbage day, they'd have the furniture out.
Well, that was John's talk. How do you feel?
I missed a lot of stuff that I was supposed to say, but overall, I think it went well.
His full talk will be on his channel. I just had a couple little clips from it.
I should probably. You can do it as we.
It was a lot of fun. Now we're gonna go to dinner. And I'm sorry if I haven't been explaining what we're doing very much to you guys. I forget. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Did you forget your room key?
Probably.
Don't focus on John, focus on the words behind his head. You're the focus of enough of my videos. What?
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 Part of the purpose of my channel is to kind of bring these meetups to to the people at home. And one of the great things about lives is that you really interact, everything comes from your home.
Am I in the wrong? Am I
want to
standing
be
wrong?
the first out
What?
the door.
What?
No.
What is it? Stop.
It's just a window to the outside. It's okay.
Are you sure? We were just talking about
I'm pretty
scary
sure.
movies.
Yeah, I mean, it might also be.
Filming.
Hey, are you pushing buttons with your butt?
Maybe.
Just making sure. I think I did.
She did.
My bad.
My bad.
This makes it longer.
What? 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 Okay, we're so cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay. Yeah?
We took our dog in here last year and she freaked out.
Yeah, what's...
What's the
it's
Disney
a whole
ride
section here.
that's
You
like
wanna
the
fill us in on
elevator to
what's
Haunted
hell?
Museum, I think, or the Haunted Mansion.
No, not the Haunted
It's not
Mansion.
like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, like the ending
What?
of it, is it? You know,
No, I was thinking
What is
like
that?
There was a glass elevator.
Whoa! Just blood.
blood. Good morning, everyone. I am at the airport. Omaha Airport. Pretty great. You go in whatever, like letter gate, and then it's just all in one big area. So crazy hallways and stuff. Everybody else was going to an estate sale this morning. I had a flight, and because I'm not flying with John, I could leave really early, and I loved it. So I'm gonna find a place to sit and read my book, because I've read like 3 pages this weekend. It's not gone according to plan. I'm so cold already. It's gonna be freezing in Green Bay. So my flight landed a little early, and I sat on the tarmac for 20 minutes. So now they're having to hold the second flight for me. So they're gonna hold it a couple minutes, so we'll see. I'll also feel like a big old jerk. The last one, I'm not like out of breath from running to get on there. I hate this. Whenever I was getting close, I looked at the app and it said that there was on final boarding. So I was right, I didn't have time to go to the bathroom. I was gonna have to go to the bathroom in the plane bathroom, you know. No, I got here, they haven't even started boarding yet. So I was able to use the ladies' room. Now I'm still waiting to board. Good news, I guess. Okay, I'm back. I have a cat. I don't know where the other one ran off to. I had 2 cats. Anyway, so finally got on the plane. We pulled away from the gate. And then because of storms and stuff, they decided it would be unsafe for planes to be leaving. And so we were just waiting for it to be safe for us to leave. And it was like, I think all told with like the original delay and then the weather delay, it was about an hour and a half later than we were initially supposed to leave. Which the crazy thing is, if the first delay hadn't have happened, then we probably could have left like on time. Like, we would have beat the storms. I don't know if that's true, but it feels like the timing would have worked out. Anyway, tiny plane. It was, I was like kind of falling asleep, kind of not, for most of the ride. And it was just a really uncomfortable seat. Like I was in aisle seat, so it's not like I could just lean my head on the side. And yeah, it was, I kept the seatbelt sign on for most of the time where we were waiting, just in case they got the like go ahead, and then they could go real quickly without waiting for everybody to take their seats, you know. So I didn't have my tray table down. If I had my tray table down, I could have like at least sort of been leaning better. Anyway, whatever. I read a little bit. I slept a little bit. I am around page 75, I think, in my book, The Unworthy. It's real weird. It is not what I was expecting when I picked it out. It's I don't even know. But so I'm a little bit less than halfway through, and I need to finish it tomorrow. Which John is driving back from the place. He went back to that crazy house this morning. The last one that we were at yesterday before the conference stuff started again. Because his plan was to take his time coming back and do a lot more thrifting, but I think he felt his truck there, and so I'm guessing that he's not gonna be hitting too many thrift stores on the way back. You know him, he won't be able to help himself. He'll stop at some of them, but he will definitely be back by Tuesday. You might be back by on Monday. But I've got today and tomorrow to finish reading. I've just been sitting here, enjoying the cats, even though Java left. She normally likes being on camera. Oh, my mom is calling me. I'll be back. Okay, I don't remember what I was saying when I was getting off the phone. The thing was, I am working on getting the, finishing up the last book for March. We'll see. And then, I need to edit this video so it can go up because people are already posting their vlogs and stuff from Planes to Profit. So I gotta get on that if I want people to care. And then the next video, I believe we're gonna do something here-ish. It's gonna be cool. Okay, talk to you later. Good night, sweet dreams. Oh no, my cat!